Alright, so we are back with top 8. We got Michael Harrington versus Jeff Jones. Mike is on Qliphorts. And of course, as we saw last round, Jeff Jones rocking those Danko dolls. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is Mike's first ARG top. It might be his first top period. If I'm not mistaken. He does have a very well put together beard.
Now this is definitely a tough matchup for Jeff in general because Qliphorts just have such a good ball matchup.
Yeah.
Especially with Jeff maining puppet plants, it's going to be even more
absolutely
in his favor.
It looks like Harrington got off to kind of a slow start, which is 2 sets. Jones going to start off with a mathematician.
This is fantastic for Jeff.
Right. This is how you need to win this matchup.
Exactly.
Yeah, the longer Scout stays off the board, the more favored you have to
he didn't get Scout, Summoner's Art, or the Pendulum guy, Odd Eyes. So, yeah, he's like not in the best of spots.
The Monster of Sacrifice, like...
Yeah, like, what? It's so rare that they don't open up with any combination of those cards, too. So
Jeff's got to be pretty happy.
Yeah, because if he can take game 1 with those main deck puppet plants in his deck, he's going to be feeling sky high going into the next one.
Yeah, absolutely. Mathematician's going to go ahead and send Hedgehog. Values the search. Yeah, grabs the Skomata. He probably...
Yeah, so that almost certainly indicates he has a fusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Either a fusion or he just wants to kill his opponent as quickly as possible. Summon Math, summon Skomata. Start going in.
Damage is very important against the Qliphort deck.
Yeah, man.
Since they have to keep paying 800, they can get low pretty quickly.
Those 800 stack up. Like, it's a lot more relevant than people think. Oh, man, we got 4 back row to come down.
I would have to expect that one of those is El Shaddolls, since he just...
El Shaddolls fusion?
Hedgehog. Yeah. Jeff doesn't play very many back rows, so I think he plays what, like he plays 3 Sinisters,
and the core, and then I guess 2 enemy controllers, Book of Moon.
I think he plays 3 enemy controllers. Is Book in his side deck or his main deck?
Book's in his main deck.
It is? Okay.
Oh, he set the Shaddolls fusion. Interesting. Okay, it's that one right there, and here comes Shell, normal summoned. It's not going to have that baller effect. But he will get a sacrifice equip.
Okay, and this is one of the reasons the matchup's so difficult. Shaddolls don't have an effective way of clearing the sacrifice. Or the sacrifice. It's really difficult when they can't run things over in battle.
Yeah. Jeff gets a draw for that. Alright, so Mike's got all his cards committed to the board. Nothing in hand. I don't like that, man. Commitment. That's something I'm not good at. Well, I've been single so damn long.
There's something about where he did not have the shell and the sacrifice last turn. So he drew one of those 2 cards, but he still set a new back row. So the back row he had in his hand last turn and didn't set.
I think one of them was Storm. Or I thought one of them was Storm. I might be wrong. You got the list in front of you?
Yeah, I do. He doesn't play it.
Alright,
no.
so it's not Storm.
Maybe it's just like a second copy of a trap he had already set. Perhaps Skill Drain.
Yeah, he runs 3 Vanities, 3 Skill Drain, 1 Compulse.
I would think he probably would set Compulse if he had it last turn.
Yeah. Alright, there's the Shadow games.
I would imagine that if you go first and you open MST in this matchup, you would have to set it if you're Michael.
Shadow games for Falco.
I'm thinking he might have like double Skill Drain down. No, actually, because he's a mathematician, and I think the new one's probably a.
He's got Danko second in his hand, and he just drew Puppet Plant, so that's just probably gonna be, for the most part, useless. Unless it's for like a fusion.
It's a little strange that he kept Danko second in his hand after setting 4. You would think he would either not set 4 or... that
Very
seems a little strange. I actually don't know what Michael's set is.
Interesting.
There's definitely something about...
Maybe time for Puppet Plant to get aggressive.
Summon text 1000.
Sometimes you just got to beat down.
Sometimes you just gotta do it, man. Flip Falco. And
Vanity's Emptiness.
Alright. chain, El Shaddolls. Yes, sir.
Alright. Interesting to see what he goes into here. You have to think Shaganaga's probably going to
other
be.
one is Vanities as well. But yeah, it's probably that one.
Could it be?
There's got to be a second copy of something he already has set.
Yeah, he's debating on it.
He's gonna let it go through. It's interesting that he had Vanities when the Falco tried to come back from the graveyard and did not play it. Because then he kind of opens himself up to the opportunity of him chaining the El Shaddolls and being able to use Falco. And since Jeff had searched the off Hedgehog, he should have known he had El Shaddolls as well.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, so Shaniqua gonna come into play. You don't want to mess with her.
You see Squamata now. Squamata activation.
So what are we doing?
I would almost think he's gonna like send Dragon to pop Sacrifice. It's so subpar. Like that's the thing is Shaddolls just don't have a way to deal with Sacrifice.
At least not game one.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Oh.
Boy.
Whoops.
Yeah, Jeff taking his time with this one.
It looks like he's pretty. It looks like he's gonna send the core. Just running a couple numbers. It looks like. Now he's
Decisions, man.
Yeah, he's got to be debating between the Core and the Dragon, but if you're Jeff, you have to kind of be thinking, I don't have a way to deal with Sacrifice.
Yeah, not being able to kill that thing in battle, which is kind of something Shaddolls obviously thrive off. Kind of a pain.
Looks like he's going to decide on Core.
You got Shaniqua on the screen for you. Strong, independent Shaddolls who don't need no fusion. In case you didn't know.
Sigh.
Alright, so he did decide on the Core.
Is that a Mathematician in here?
Yeah, Matt, he does have Mathematician in hand, but he's gonna go ahead and bring out the Denka.
Okay, so he's trying to get in for damage then.
Alright. So we're going to see 17, 21, and 26.
A lot of big damage on there real quick.
44.
So that'll put Harrington to 100.
That's very relevant. He can't scout the rest of the game.
Yeah.
He's probably just gonna switch it to defense.
You can always see the strong swing over Denko second pass play.
That's
Very strong.
Well,
I guess that means he has to have a way to stop the
attack, right?
yeah,
I mean, he's
the
at
attack.
100 life points. That back row better be real. Or
I know he plays compulsory as an out.
He might have drew
I
it.
think that's his main out here. He's got like Book of Moon. What's that card's defense?
Jeff has MST, or no, El Shaddolls Fusion, and
I was kind of thinking that the one in between the Vanities and the Sacrifice was compulsory. Dragon.
Hit
He's
the
gonna
new
go
one.
for the new one.
And it's MST,
Safe.
so Vanities will follow.
Alright. Attack, and we're going to see
Right.
the compulse.
He had to have something. Oh,
And
El
then we're going
Shaddolls
to see El
Fusion,
Shaddolls
though.
Fusion.
We got a scoop?
He plays 2. Yeah.
I mean, if he has that,
I was
yes.
right on Marys. Look at that. I got
You're
the
right, you're
Vanities too.
Because that's why he was debating it so
Yeah.
much beforehand. But the Vanities is going to go.
I said that the new one had to be one of the
Had
cards
to
he had
be,
in
yeah.
multiples.
Very
And it
good
couldn't be
read,
Skull
Pat.
Drain.
God damn, Pat. The hell out of my head.
Get out of my head,
Oh
Patrick!
my God.
If I were Michael, I probably would have just set
All right,
both
well,
Vanities turn 1 because you can just figure out that otherwise.
all right, so double sacrifice. We're just swinging
Beats,
for damage
beats,
right now.
Beats.
All these beats. No Dre needed. Let's
Dre
go.
is always needed.
All
You
right.
better not forget about him.
He's 24. If he can summon a construct, that would be game.
Yeah. I mean, he already has fusion in hand. Oh no, well, no, I guess not. Oh, we're setting cards. Not an aggressive play.
Alright, so Michael really kind of needs to be attacking because he's got to end the game before Jeff can get to enemy controller or
Exactly.
construct.
And did he draw another sacrifice?
That would be crazy.
Shell has 2 sacks right now. 3 would be a bit of a birth defect, so we can establish that.
Huh.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it.
Think about it.
Think about it.
That one. That looks like another one. I would think he's debating if he wants to play it or if he attacks and it's Dragon or Squamata, whether he wants to be able to play it on whatever he searches off the other ones.
Oh, it's summoners are
Okay.
alright.
We just can't see.
Yeah, I knew it was a spell, so I was halfway there.
He searches for it face down. Alright, Qliphort Scouts have got it in Harrington's hand. Searching 1,000, 2,800 defense, normal monsters. Not normally a strong play, and when you're at 100 life. But he can.
Distributing? Do anything here?
You get both sacrifices, right?
It opens him up to losing the Squamata. He's gonna swing first. See where we go from here.
Ooh, and another Sinister Shadow Games. Not to be confused with Sinister Negro Games, which you'll play if you ever come to Baltimore. Just a little tip for you tourists out there. Keep it safe.
Wow. No, Phil, you don't get a thumbs up.
I'm just telling the people like it is, right?
Look, man,
Just letting
after
you
what we
know.
saw last
Letting you
night.
know.
Alright, Harrington's just gonna scoop it
Yeah,
up.
Yeah,
he
that's
knows
alright.
it's over.
He can see the writing on the wall. And Jeff Jones takes game 1, actually able to find some use for that puppet plant as it brought out good old Shaniqua, who helped him get the job done right there.
That game's a perfect example of life points being resources
Yes.
because it seems like if that game could have continued, Michael probably would have won. But the fact that he was so low and that Jeff was able to just run him out of life points,
Yeah.
that was good.
Alright, so let's look at the sideboard. Let's look at Jeff Jones' sideboard first. We got... Let's see. Fairy Wind, you have to imagine, absolutely comes in.
Definitely.
It's in the sideboard for
I would
this
think he would
matchup.
side Regeki to deal with the sacrifice as well.
Yeah. MST is pretty good to deal with scouts.
Certainly.
And then...
That's probably it.
Otherwise, that's probably it.
Actually, he could mind control, and they're all level 4, and then he could overlay with
Oh
them.
yeah, that makes sense. Alright. And what do we think about Michael Harrington's list?
He's got Shadow Imprisonings, so he's definitely going to be bringing in those. He's got Soul Drain, that's going to happen. He's got climate change that I can imagine he would decide every single game 2 and 3 to deal with, like the MSPs and the fair
yeah,
wins.
absolutely.
Climate change is definitely something
Way too much.
just generally want to have.
Yeah, that might be all.
Yeah, it's pretty much an example of a Qliphort player believing they have a strong matchup against Shaddolls, so not really a need to side to hunt against them.
Right, and then Jeff just acknowledging that he needed the life points.
Yeah, I like Jeff Jones'
win.
position right here. Getting game 1 is just huge, and you get to dive into that side deck and just pretty much seal the game.
In some of his
He
discussions
gets to what he needs.
about the Qliphort matchup from the Shaddolls perspective, Jeff Jones has mentioned that he does like to push for damage as early as possible to turn off their scouts. He's actually said it's a lot easier of a matchup than people make it out to be for the Shaddolls player.
Do you think that the Qliphort deck will side out Skill Drain?
Send out the bat signal.
Skill Drain is such a strange card, at least in a scenario like this where post-board you know your opponent's going to have fairy wins.
Right.
So the skill Drain really isn't like exemplary against Shaddolls to begin with.
No, I completely agree. I
don't think Skill Drain is something you want here.
If I were playing with Cliffers, I would definitely I wouldn't side Shadow Imprisoning. I would do some other kind of.
Yeah, I do
answer
think
for
people
that.
open themselves up to losing to sideboard hate that shouldn't necessarily cripple them.
Right,
in
like
the
they're
way
literally
it
just
does.
making what the opponent already sides stronger.
Yeah. People, and I mean, it is true that the floodgates are the most powerful things you can be doing post-board, but when your opponent's already bringing in answers that will answer the floodgates, it's rather subpar.
Completely agree.
Pat. Called Cuddles the Panda handsome.
You're handsome. Good looks.
That was for you, Cuddles.
Cuddles the panda.
Bowden asked for top 8 breakdown.
Yeah, there is Shaddolls.
Alright, so we back.
We'll get that breakdown for you in a second.
Alright. So Mike already off to a much better start than last game. Actually with a playable good card. Scout.
Alright,
Gonna go ahead and resolve unchallenged, obviously.
I'm letting.
He's gonna grab him Sacrifice. Now, I know Michael's playing 2 of the trampolines. So if he has that here, that would be huge. I think that card's insane.
What, trampolines?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that card's ridiculous. Like I said, wind up shark all over again. We got this Sacrifice and Odd Eyes.
Alright, so Disc isn't as ideal
No.
as something else would be, because then next turn, when he tributes, he's not going to get any effects. He's going to go ahead and grab the trampolines.
Alright.
Puts a lot of pressure on Jeff to be able to do something.
Yeah, Jeff got to get it popping ASAP.
In case anyone's curious and not looking at the chat, the top 8 breakdown is 2 Burning Abyss, 2 Shaddolls, and 4 Qliphorts.
Alright, so Qliphort's the reigning deck right now. So
Right.
they'll be able to close out their first ARG event.
Down week at Chicago, and they're definitely back out in force here.
Yeah.
That would, honestly, I would think that would give Burning Abyss an advantage. Because,
Even with just 2 of them left, yeah.
right, like, if they get paired up against him, it's going to be that good of a matchup, which is why I think we saw it win in Raleigh and in Seattle.
Yeah, you're not lying.
Just because there were so many of them in Top Cut.
Such a strong game 1, even before side deck. That's just crazy.
Although I do know that Ben, who's playing one of the Burning Abyss, is currently playing the other Shaddolls deck in Top Cut, not Qliphort's.
Playing one of the Shaddolls.
So are the 2 Burning Abyss playing each other?
No, Ben's playing Burning Abyss against Shaddolls, and then I guess one of the other Burning Abyss players
Ollie's
is playing.
Burning Abyss against Qliphort.
Oh, okay.
And then got some Qliphort mirrors
So we have
somewhere.
Qliphort Shaddolls, Qliphort Burning Abyss, and Burning Abyss Shaddolls.
Alright.
Yeah,
So yeah,
very
definitely the top 3
interesting.
decks out in full force at this event. As my man Jeff Jones just thinking it over real quick.
I think I saw Jeff Jones has a mathematician, so he can out the scout if he so chooses to go that direction.
At that point, that's not even very subpar. He didn't set any cards. That means he kind of I would almost assume he has a second scout at this point.
Absolutely.
Like not even needing to search it off sacrifice.
Yeah,
Like,
when
he
you go for that
didn't set a
trample
card,
links, that should kind of give a.
but he summoned the disc, so he doesn't have like Helix or Carrier that he would have summoned instead. But he has to have something in his hand, and not traps, obviously.
'Cause traps are bad.
Right. Actually, let me go back on that. Actually, I don't think he does have a second scout. I would almost have played it. Just open double scout, search for the one that destroys back row, and then
Oh, the Helix.
yeah, and then just summon that and play the sacrifice on that one, because the next turn he contribute it after double searching again, and then pop one of the pendulum scales.
Yeah.
Some players
probably
have an
doesn't have
irrational
scout.
fear of completing a pendulum scale with double scout. You see it occasionally, but a lot of people really don't want to do it under any circumstances.
See, double scout's one of those.
Yeah,
Like,
and
let that resolve.
the deck has built-in
Go right
ways
ahead.
to fix your pendulum zones.
If I had double scout, I would definitely have activated it. So I would think you wouldn't have it. Can you tell?
Jeff Jones demonstrating his dueling abilities.
John has a little picture. I'd be scared. He's doing math over there. I just paid 800. I can't do all this.
That's why Phil could never play.
You started doing math after you said a monster.
800 plus 800 plus 800 equals I don't quite know.
I don't need to know. I have a calculator. Oh, okay. Explosive play
So
right
he's
here.
definitely gonna go in for
This guy
damage.
reading like, wait a minute.
Enemy controller.
Can you do that?
I haven't seen somebody play this card in 10 years.
Yeah, we do that all day.
Alright, so Jeff Jones going to take control of the disc. You have to think L Shaddolls fusion or regular Shaddolls fusion's coming, or that. He's going to go ahead and take 38 hit there.
Yep.
39. Second main phase Castell.
So he'll probably get the scout here. Since I actually don't think he has it.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to.
Could you see any of the cards in his hand?
No, I couldn't see Mike's hand at all.
Yeah. I would think Shell could be.
Mike has
Shell possibility.
Yeah, Mike has Shell.
He does have
Tramp links
Shell
in his hand.
Yeah, he searched the tramp links for
Okay.
sure.
But he did just search another scout.
So like if Jeff has like an MST here or any way to stop that,
And
he's
that's
gonna
a
be in a
Shadow
good
Mirror.
position.
Turn too late.
Shadow Mirror, another reason I don't like Shadow Mirror for Qliphorts in this matchup is because it doesn't stop the damage. Like that's what you would lose to in this
What,
matchup.
the damage?
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It
They're
doesn't
pushing
stop
at
them
you.
from attacking you for...
Yeah, I mean,
Fun.
Construct is still, you know, I mean, all the monsters just have, you know, like Dragon and Squamata.
Yeah.
Like, Shadow Mirror doesn't actually stop them from just slapping you in the face.
Alright, and Harrington's going to lead off with the scout. Kind of test the waters here, see if this scout's going to get him anything. He's thinking about paying right now, and he is going to pay the 8.
So if that resolves, he's going to be in a pretty good position.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal.
And it looks like no, it is not going to
Alright,
resolve.
so
That's a
it's the
Sinister
Negro
Shadow
games.
games, and you have to imagine this is for Squamata Dragon.
So he would have had to do that without taking 800 at the very least. So did you take off 800?
Yeah.
But
It
don't.
looked like he had already paid.
If he pays and Jeff changes
Yeah.
it, he gets the search.
Yeah, he would. What
Yeah, because it isn't the same
It
concept
looked
as
like
flipping
Enriched
Sanctum
was like
and bringing
that
out Moral
after.
Talk.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't it 34?
33.
Yeah.
So he didn't pay?
Okay.
I don't think he did. He didn't go in his deck.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, I'm sure he just activated the Shadow Games
Alright.
before he paid.
So he's gonna play Shell in the Pendulum Zone now.
And Shaddell,
And then
9.
Links.
Shaddell, is Shell 9?
Shell 9. Yeah. Shell.
Alright, So Harrington is.
Hey, it was about the shell.
Harrington's going to be able to complete the pendulum scale, but
it's not optimal.
Yeah, it's not optimal, and I have to wonder where he goes from here. Just gonna special the scout. Set a card to his back row.
Alright.
Jones going to take his draw, and that's
bring out the
Danko's second.
Danko. Oh, and BLS.
Well,
and that's the handshake. And
Jeff Jones.
Jones just absolutely savaging that man. Man, that was, if I'm not mistaken, that was Mike's first ARG top, so that's one to remember.
Just another victim of the Luster Soldier.
All right. Damn.
Jeff Jones going to move on to top 8, a 2-0 victory.
Top 4.
Top 4, I'm
top
sorry.
4, man. He was top 8 last week, if
yeah.
I'm not mistaken, before he lost. So now top 4. Jeff, 2 games away from taking this tournament. Don't think it's not possible.
What side is the bracket on? What side of the bracket is he on?
I couldn't see it. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, does he? That'd be kind of cool if him and Ben faced off in the final.
Let me see.
Kind of just depends on how that bracket works. No bracket manipulation here, folks. No bracket manipulation. This isn't Smash Bros. All right, no collusion. No collusion.
Jeff is on the left side of the bracket. He's going to be playing the winner of Camp and Barbie, I think.
Casey Barbie?
Yeah.
Right.
Was it Casey Barbie that won?
Casey Barbie one.
Let's see. This is
I couldn't tell.
This is Zach Leverett or Ben Leverett on the left.
All right, so we're going to switch to our backup feature now. We have Ben Leverett on Burning Abyss. He's our player on the left. He's going to be playing against Cody Angeloff.
The future greatest of all time. Ben Leverett.
Yeah, man. The protege of Hoban over here.
He's on Danko Dolls.
They are in game 1.
They're still in
game 1?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
All right, so we're going to have a pretty long feature for you guys. These guys are still in game 1. Ben Leverett versus Cody Angeloff. Burning Abyss versus Danko Dolls.
Still game 1. So much for my bathroom break, man.
Right? Glad I wasn't the only one thinking it.
Alright, Leverett has an Alucard, a Virgil, and it's just summoned Tour Guide.
Yeah. So it looks like
a ton of damage. It's probably going to get pushed through this turn.
Yeah, it looks like Ben is definitely in a dominant position here. After what has just most likely been a very grindy game 1.
Gonna go ahead and grab Skarm.
Wait, what's his name? Cody?
I think it's Cody Angle.
It's Cody? Why isn't it spelled C-O-D-Y?
Really?
Yeah.
People like to spell their names differently, man.
This is
sense of
just strange.
What's the celebrity that has the kid named Apple?
There's a celebrity with a name named their baby Northwest, Blue Ivy. They're all jackasses, okay?
What about
I'm not saying that about Cody's parents or anything, but that just goes to show you these boys, they get a little bit of fame, they don't know how to act.
And Leverett's going to try to push through
Cody's
the game.
dad's probably famous.
I'd like to get a look at his license.
Exactly, that's Shaddolls.
C-O-D-Y.
So, we're going to see Virgil swing through after the Dante. Dropping Angeloff to 4,300.
Yeah, Ben is definitely doing his damn thing right
The
now.
defensive Shaddolls core never really feels good.
The only time you really get Skarm is when you have non-Burning Abyss on the field, as in the case with the Alucard. So yeah, he's going to go ahead and grab the Tour Guide so he can keep going next turn.
Keep on trucking.
It's got to indicate that that's not a Phoenix Wing or something.
And that's
Angeloff's just going to
As
scoop
an
the game
ancient
up.
as well.
Yeah,
Leverett able to take
and he had
the
a
game
shadow
up.
games in hand. There really wasn't much Angeloff was going to be able to get going right there. So it looks like Ben finally gets the victory right there in game 1.
I was going to say, it looks like this is a very long game. 2 Virgils in the grave, or 1 Virgil already in the grave for Leverett. A Dante in the grave, and a...
Yeah, that is
What
the graveyard
card
of
is
a long game.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that a Tri-Edge Levia?
Yeah, it was.
This is Ben's 5th top. He's yet to make it past top 8 though.
This could be it.
Alright.
I know his
Certainly
brother
a
last
good
week
start.
got, what, 3rd?
Yeah.
Zach?
Well,
Yeah, Zach got 3rd
What a
last week.
30-second commercial does.
Okay.
All right, you don't have to tell me that.
I mean, I just did.
Old bitch.
Cares.
Gotta let him know, Pat.
Gotta let him know.
Guys, if you can hear us, you're hurting our feelings. Oh, please stand. That is not even possible. Have you met him?
Yeah, I'd have.
I don't think you have if you're asking that.
Yeah, I know. I know how it feels with the white women.
That's all I'm saying, man. His Facebook profile picture is actually just him. It says chases the white girls.
Yes.
It's my banner, not my profile.
Banner, I'm sorry. Look, I was close.
That's the best.
Whatever. Y'all ask for technical terms.
Thank you so much.
It's unbelievable.
Well, you got game one.
Oh my god, that was just game one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this deck takes a while to win. So we have the.
Alright, guys.
Side decks.
Yeah, let's take a quick look at the side decks.
Yeah.
Lever it for the
I can tell you.
Shaddolls matchups.
Yeah, you don't have to look at the list. They literally built it together.
I got this one. Okay, so he's gonna set in 3 Majesty's Fiends and 2 non-fusion areas.
Alright.
And he's gonna set out the 3 lakes and should be 2 MSTs.
Alright, and taking a look at Angelov's list, you think Maxi is gonna come in. He has an El Shaddol Grista in his side deck.
It's a strange place to put that card. But,
Yeah, that's interesting. Otherwise,
Really? Grista in the side deck?
Yeah.
Card that doesn't
What do you think
see
he's
too much
cutting
play. Well,
to be able to use it with core?
well, couldn't he super poly?
Yeah. What though?
Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm thinking Burning Abyss is fire. No, that's not even true.
It's in there for the
That-
fire.
it was just- yeah, I don't know what I was even thinking. That's
fire,
interesting.
right?
I
It's
don't
in there
know.
for the Fire Fist matchup, man.
Hey,
very
Poly
strange.
away
the
Wolf
wolf
Bar.
barks, the real ones.
Yeah, you're right. Somebody's playing it.
Not Satellar Knight Wolf Bar. Actual Wolf Bar.
Setting Gores, that's interesting. You think he'll bring that?
I like that. Gores.
It could be difficult for Burning
Stanley.
Abyss to deal with that.
It can.
Like,
Pull another chair
just
so
Dante
this
attack,
leverage
drop Gores.
match.
That could put Ben in a really awkward situation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you're not the bad guy. Yeah. She wants to watch her baby.
He's definitely gonna side 3 Maxi in.
Absolutely.
Look good,
Actually,
Steve
probably
Ball?
the first card that
Right.
Angelov is thinking of here.
And I'm questioning whether or not he's gonna side Decree in.
Perhaps.
Does he play Denko?
I think.
Right?
Yeah, I think he does.
I can't help
Yeah, he
but
does. He
think
plays
that
3.
Decree loses a little bit of its effectiveness post-board against Burning Abyss, at least against the players that you think would side out Fire Lake.
Yeah. If Ben is gonna side out Fire Lakes, putting in Decree, I just think.
At the same time,
this gentleman.
I wouldn't really have a reason to think that Cody would know that Ben's gonna side out Fire Lake. Like I said, I don't think that's a standard thing.
Joe, I'm buying you a drink later.
I look out for my buddies. Okay?
My man.
So Cody's playing the 2 White Dragon and 2 Black Dragon. Unlike Jeff, who was playing 3 and 1.
Alright, guys, let's go back to the match.
All right, yep, they have drawn up for game number 2. Let's get it.
Yeah,
So as expected, Cody making Ben start off the match there.
Ben's
and
got
Max?
BLS in hand. That's not ideal.
Well, we need a loser one for him.
So he gets that Maxi popping off. Gonna slow Ben down just a hair.
Huh?
It was him, right?
Alright, Leverett has a Scarm and a Sir on board now. Looks like he's
He
just
have
going to set
Maxi?
2
Yeah,
backers.
he had a Maxi.
Okay.
That's why he stopped.
Yeah, double
So Ben gonna set 2 and just pass
Angelov
over.
decided
What card is that? Is Seer and what though?
He has another point still.
Seer and Scarm.
This match
Scarm.
Seer and Scarm?
uses with myself. And then
Interesting by Angelov.
I'm trying. I don't know. I might have had to go ahead and overlay for Dante because
I just like
I'm sure you give him the fusion on board, but it makes the Phoenix swing live, and he has BLS in hand as well.
Yeah, he does.
And it makes the BLS live.
So
and
getting
then
that,
the
getting
BLS
that light
becomes
immediately
not.
is. Yeah.
And Sir is just going to die.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Huh? You want to Shaddolls are good. I just see. I want to. When I was
No,
losing,
no,
I was like, yeah, it's close enough. It's the only way I was losing is for something like that. It had to be blood.
Oh wow,
Passing over.
is that really all you had?
I had to play that with that skills.
But Ben unfortunately drew a trap. He
Alright, so Ben didn't draw a
targeting with
monster.
this here.
He's ahead.
Over with his continued hatred of traps.
I think exactly
Yeah.
24 hit.
Monster bad.
Ben's just gonna go ahead and
Good
crash
decision.
it.
Take a little bit of damage, but just at the end phase.
This is
End phase, we're going to see him grab a graph.
Yeah, good decision by Ben. I like it. Cause now that wing blast he has,
Right.
get that thumbs up real quick.
I wonder if Cody has Qliphort. I can't really imagine that he does right now because he would have summoned it last turn.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that would be the
instead
card
of
you summon
summoning
first,
instead of
especially when you have no
just
back
Mondo.
row of your own.
Yeah.
I think Ben will be okay as far as his back row.
Cody has to have a handful of monsters in that case. But
Yeah.
He doesn't have fusion. He doesn't have Qliphort. Probably some like Chaos Dragons.
I do see at least one copy of Gores.
Yeah, he's got Gores in his hand. I think 2 Chaos Dragons, the white and the black one. So shouts to the Racial Harmony on that.
Since he could see the deck list, he could know the Cody side and Gores.
Yeah.
Mathematician is definitely a good card for Cody to have, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's the card he drew because he wanted to be able to attack over the Seer last turn. Looking like he sends Kamada, and now he's debating what to send after that. I'd definitely send Kamada if I were Cody. I wouldn't want to draw any more monsters.
Yeah, that hand is definitely clogged with quite a few.
The Maxi was definitely a saving grace for Cody this game. This could have been a blowout otherwise.
Yeah. Oh, and he draws a El Shaddolls fusion.
That's huge for him.
So that's definitely going to turn that all monster hand around a little bit for him.
Right.
Yeah, that's
That makes the White Dragon live. That's going to put a ton of pressure on Ben.
Absolutely. So,
But again, he does have the Phoenix Wing, and presumably Cody knows that he has Phoenix Wing since he's ramming this gun.
He's going to pretend to read it and then throw it back at him.
He probably picked it up, said this is fine.
Alright, he's going to let the Squamata go to the top of the deck. Leverett's going to go ahead and special summon Scar and want the effective graph that he pitched.
So if Cody plays the Elf and summons the Construct, which he's going to not do.
nope. Man, Ben drew a lore?
Yeah,
Or
it
beginning?
looks like a lore.
It looks like a No, we don't play beginning.
Oh, you don't play beginning? Alright, so it must have been a lore.
Too good for beginning.
Too good for those trash cards.
I like that one. It's not
Alright,
crap,
he's gonna
and it
go
lets
ahead
me draw a bunch.
He's going to go ahead and send Release and Beast without Shadoll Fusion. So, Construct ability is going to send, I think that was Dragon.
Yeah, I would presume that he hits the new one, which you can see in his hand was a Phoenix Wing. I think his last card set is just another Phoenix Wing, so I think he actually has a 3 since the beginning of the game.
He's going to draw a card. He draws another copy of El Shaddolls Fusion.
That's probably really good here too.
Yeah.
So it definitely looks like this game is spiraling in the Cody's favor very quickly.
Alright, we're going to see a special summon Collapse Serpent. Didn't see what he exiled there. You have to imagine he's just going to go for game here. So, Angelov's going to attack for 15.
Yeah, he's putting a lot of damage out right now.
17, so 32.
Oh, and that's it. That's the game.
We're going to be going to game 3, folks.
All right, game 3 coming up. Ben
Angelov able to take it off the back of a couple El Shaddolls fusions.
Yeah, that El Shaddolls fusion is really what turned the hand on for Angelov.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it was definitely clogged with monsters from the
his
jump.
wing was really there.
So
The Max Z especially first turn.
Yeah, absolutely. Slowing Ben down in that critical junction. Very important. So that's going to take us to game 3. Ben not even delving back into the side deck.
Now he is.
No, he's not. I said Ben.
Alright, so yeah, Ben's definitely going to make Cody go first.
Cody doing a little bit more thinking. Looks like he's going to bring back in a couple cards.
Yeah. I guess you guys are obviously content with the 5 you brought in for the match.
Yeah.
Really
What do you slide back in if you assume that Ben's going to make you go first? Does it change? Would you take out the Gores at that point? Because like you don't want Gores in a 5-card hand.
I probably don't want to open up with Gores. I think I actually just saw him put it back into the side deck. Yeah, I think I just saw him.
Okay.
So I believe Gores is going to take a back seat in game 3. It's probably for the best.
Gores is such an interesting card.
Gores probably caught a lot of people off guard this weekend, though.
I caught a ton of people off guard, and it's
swinging all happy.
Reasonably difficult for running a Vista Clear.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, BA has a lot of trouble with.
I know when I tested Gores before, it was just kind of awkward, where you'd have to like pass without being able to normal summon, because if you did, then you don't have an open field, and then you're playing a deck with a bunch of normal summons, and then you just passed your turn without using one of them. That was the only thing
just to get the
like
Gores off, yeah.
It was definitely very powerful when it does come down. Cody plays 42 cards.
42?
42. All
That's
the
a
more
nice
reason.
even number.
Are you still dedicated to the 40 perfection?
37 affection.
30. Oh, no, what the hell was I thinking? Right, Pat, you got me.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the more reason for Ben to make him go first, because he's that much less likely to draw a fusion when he's opening 5 cards with a bigger deck.
Yeah, those extra 2 cards, skew the numbers a little bit. So we'll see how this goes. Game 3 about to pop off. Handshakes, good sportsmanship. I like it. Can't say I do the same. I'm a very salty player.
Yeah.
I'm also honest.
And Angelov's hand now has 3 mathematicians. I think that was 3.
Yeah.
He drew them one right after the other.
Yeah, I actually think he has quite a few mathematicians.
That could go either way with how good it is.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's hard advantage.
I would rather have 3 mathematicians than 3 Shaddolls monsters.
He's going to send Hedgehog and grab Squamata
sure.
into his hand.
Okay, so that almost definitely says he has El Shaddolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and set it.
Alright, lever it with a tour guide. I believe that was a BLS. We're going to see that tour guide come down. See if Angelov is willing to chain that El Shaddolls fusion here.
He's got the chance to make it.
And he's not gonna chain it.
I wonder if that means he doesn't have another another Shaddolls in hand. Because otherwise he could just make the window.
That's a good point, because I think I saw a Denko Senka, 2 mathematicians.
His hand is Denko Senka, 2 mathematicians, and Squamata.
Okay, so he does have a Squamata.
He has Squamata, but he does not have another Dart.
Right.
So what else we have in
Wind is not even
right, otherwise he could have chained it to tour guide.
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't have been able to get a special summon.
And we're gonna see an upstart Goblin.
That means that Ben's looking for a Burning Abyss here. Probably doesn't have that many. Ben chose to not do the play where you go tour guide in the Seer, make Dante detach the tour guide mill 1 and then crash into Mathematician. So you don't leave the extra deck monster up.
Any particular reason you think he just messed up? Or?
Maybe he just doesn't have any fear.
Not necessarily.
No fear at all.
He could just be looking to go super aggressive here.
That's true.
If he has, like Rubik.
Well, he has looks like he has a couple of...
What does he have? Can you tell?
He has a couple of discard traps. I definitely
saw a Karma Cut in his hand. So that's good.
And he's going to go ahead.
Oh, he did just mill 1. Okay. And so then he's going to attack us here. Okay, yeah.
Alright, so he did do that.
Did a version of it.
Yeah, for sure. Good stuff. That's good. That's good for Ben. Not only that extra deck monster is huge.
This might be might be even better for Ben because
and he's got no fusion, no fusion area. Yeah.
Alright, he's gonna have to flip it immediately. I hope he does that.
And El Shaddolls fusion. I think this is during the end phase still.
Yeah, definitely.
There's an answer to this.
Wamada and Mathematician. That's not ideal.
So we're gonna go into Shikanaga.
That's not really ideal.
Shaniqua Naga?
Shaniqua Naga, man, I'm telling you.
Shaniqua Naga? I like how the name is just getting progressively longer and longer.
I mean, it's an absolute terrifying card. Reminds me of my ex-girlfriends, man. I just don't even want to go there right now. Oh my God.
I think you're dating the wrong kinds of girls, Phil.
Had a troubled past, my friend. Leave it at that.
Oh, very troubled.
Leave it at that.
Phil, man, you need to come clean with anything. You want to talk to the stream, man? We're here for you.
I appreciate it.
How many people are watching right now?
We got 838.
838? Coming out to 838.
I'm not going to do it, man. I'm not going to do it.
He'll come clean when he's comfortable, guys. Don't worry.
Looks like he sent Beast. Yeah. Drew another Denko Sekka. Ben's probably going to draw face flip it, I would think.
Is he just going to let this happen? Oh, no, he's going
to he's going to draw face Karma Cut. That's even better.
Girl, drop that Karma Cut.
Good
drop
for
that
Ben.
Karma Cut.
And he is going to flip non-fusion area.
That's really
strong reads by Ben Leverett.
I'm impressed by this boy's reading.
Yeah, Ben played that very well.
You're impressed by anyone's reading.
Hey, I used to read at 7th grade level. The fact that I was in 10th grade is irrelevant, all right? Leave it alone.
Ben played that really well.
Yeah, he certainly did. He's going to go ahead and grab a Scarm off of the graph search this turn.
Yeah, Ben's in a really strong position here.
I like that he didn't do the regular play where he makes the Dante and brings back the Dante. This way it leaves him the Seer. So now he starts with automatic overlay on the board.
He's just ready to go.
Now, Angelov has the answers to the non-fusion area in the form of Mathematician for Dragon.
Right, but unfortunately for him, he doesn't actually have another fusion.
Yeah, so it's kind of irrelevant to even do that right at this point.
His hand is just incredibly orange heavy.
Yeah.
That's one of the problems with Shaddolls.
Again, yeah, that's not a hand Shaddolls. Burning Abyss loves it. Oh, we'll take that 7 days a week, twice on Sunday, but Shaddolls not a big fan.
Let's see where he chooses to go with this hand. He is going to start with the second Mathematician.
I wonder if he's going to have to try and send Dragon here and then crash into Seer to try and dig for a fusion. Because Ben's putting a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, he really is.
I want to say he drew Denko Sekka for turn, which if he did, that's his second one.
Second one in hand?
His hand is just
Ben's just flipping it in the draw space.
Yeah,
so that's
a bit of an abysmal hand then. We're going to take his time, just calculate this out real quick.
I imagine. See what he sent.
Off screen.
Hey, I can't really tell.
Sure,
sorry, guys. Well, are we doing stuttered coverage for top 4? Staggered? Alright. Yeah, we're doing staggered coverage for top 4, so you'll get to see every feature. So this won't be a problem, because this is our backup feature. But trying to figure out what he sent.
Well, since he shuffled the deck and just gave it back, it's not Skumata, you can't send Beast.
Yeah.
It's not
Maybe it's a bulb. Does he play bulb?
Let me check.
No, he does not.
Yeah, I don't see bulb on that list.
Okay.
I'm not really sure.
What he sent?
Yeah, I would think it would have to be Dragon, but he's not destroying the back row right now, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, what
did he send?
Yeah, what did he send?
Maybe he sent the deck of Sicko so he draw the third.
Alright. The grind.
I'd hate to see that off the top. Oh my goodness.
Did he drop White Dragon?
Yep, that's the White Dragon. Yes,
so we know what Angelov's hand is, and it is not a good hand. Interesting to see how Lever will be capitalized on this.
Yeah, he caught that perfectly. He's gonna try and dig.
Angelov gonna take 100
Will he
life.
get it off the
I'm
top?
surprised he didn't try and.
Oh, wow. What did he do? Oh, that's MST.
MST.
Yeah, that's not a fusion.
Unfortunate.
He's just going to be able to get graph here and then not be able to kill the graph when the graph already used its effect.
Angelov's gonna go ahead and
He's got to
set
set that MST and not in a very good position here at all. See what Ben draws? Another defensive trap. Look like Karma Cut again.
It's probably not very good for Ben. Cody still has the double Denko Sekka in hand.
Yeah.
So he has the out to non-fusion area now. So if he ends up drawing a fusion, then
It's going on
Right.
immediately. So,
the
but of course
Karma
that will
Cut
just
isn't really
depend on
gonna
him
do very
drawing the
much.
fusion.
Right.
Yeah.
42 cards, not going to happen.
Exactly. Out of 42 cards, your odds are just that much slimmer.
I think, I don't know what Leverett is. The only card in Leverett's hand Karma Cut.
No, I think
No, he's got 3 cards in
If he
his
has a
hand.
Burning Abyss, isn't this just going to be game?
No, he can't special. He has non-fusion area face up, so
What?
he can't special the Burning Abyss from his hand.
Oh. No, I mean, doesn't he, just go into another Dante, detach graph, detach Sir? Did he already use a Sir effect?
Graphs here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go into Virgil and then
Was it-
spin the wire
yeah.
cluster.
Yeah, he actually can do that. So yeah, potential game shot from Ben here.
Alright, and there's the second copy of Dante, and he's going to start with graph.
But he's wishing he had Gores now.
And he hits Cowcab too. I think that was Cowcab.
Fusion
So
area.
he can bounce. He can bounce Angelov's back row. It'll be interesting to see if he does, or if he just decides not to in an attempt to play around Gores and the off chance it's a bluff.
I can't imagine that he would set a bluff if he had Gores in hand.
Yeah.
I mean, stranger things have happened. Stranger things
I would
have happened.
imagine he would go ahead and bounce it.
And he has pulled Rubik to the front.
He has a Burning Abyss in hand, which you said he does, then yeah, he's almost certainly going to get Rubik here. Yeah, and he bounced it.
Alright. So looks like we may see Ben Leverett in top 4, folks.
If Cody has Gores, it's a surprise to all of us.
Is there a BLS in his hand?
Yes, there is a BLS in fan.
Just in
Rich
case.
get richer.
Must be nice. Must be nice.
Should just,
Yeah,
We also go with the classic.
there's not Gores in his hand though. I
yeah.
saw him slide it out. I don't know. He's playing 1 or 2.
He's playing two. but
Playing 2.
Leverett's-
Well, I
Leverett's
know
just
one at
going
least.
for
I don't think it's in his hand.
Ben
You can see
literally
most of
It's
the
not.
cards in
No,
his
we
hand.
know what.
Ben
we know
literally
what
just has
Angelov's
game.
hand is.
The third
Right,
mathematician,
gonna
2
spin
Denko
it.
Sekka.
Yeah, the handshake is literally just coming out.
Handshake.
Yeah.
He didn't even have to remove
Ben
it.
And gets it
Leverett.
done. 2-1. Good stuff.
The applause from his mother is going to move on to top 4
He
now.
put the whole band online, boy. They got the
Yeah.
NWO on the field. No mercy. Spray paint bitches. That is a very supportive mother.
Yeah, Mommy Leverett almost sprinting across the
Yeah.
field.
Good mom, good teacher too.
Yeah.
Going back to us.
All right.
Hey,
Welcome back to
Nice.
the booth, guys.
Ben's first top 4 performance ever?
Yeah, good stuff,
about
Ben.
that?
He definitely earned it.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely earned it.
I think he played that really well.
Yeah, I think so,
Cut in the
too.
draw phase, play around the Denko Sekka, and then flips up the non-fusionary. It was really good because he actually had the Denko Sekka as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 2 Denko Sekos, so.
Ben could have definitely lost that game.
Yeah, Ben
He
could have
did
been a
do
lot of trouble if that Denko hit board, but Ben was like, yeah, I'm not even going to take the chance. And that was a smart play, and it got him in the top 4. So shouts to Kit, Gets the job done.
So what's the bracket? I know he's on the opposite side of Jeff, so I think he's playing against.
Let me go.
All right, so Ben Leverett's going to be playing against the winner of Alexander Lally-Liskov.
Oh, Lolly's still in? Okay.
Yeah, he beat the Satellar Knight guy, and I don't know if
Alex won in top 8 or not, though, right?
I don't know if he won or not in top 8
He
or
was
not.
playing against Qliphort, right?
Yeah, he made it in top. He played Satellars and won.
I think he played against Qliphort in top 8, so I would say that matchup's like really heavily in his favor. So I would think that Alex would win his top 8 match. So I would kind of expect.
Because Alex is on Burning Abyss, right?
Yeah,
playing against Qliphort.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean that you should honestly just slap that match.
So I would definitely expect him to win there. In which case it would be Ben and Alex in top 4.
All right, so again, guys, the
really
top
strong
4
top
coverage,
4.
Yeah, top 4 coverage is going to be staggered. You're going to see every match. We're going to be commentating for you.
Every match. All
every
right.
single match, including. So you'll see both matches in top 4. You'll see the 3rd and 4th playoff before we go to our best of 5 finals.
What's the 4th bracket looking like?
On the other side?
Yeah.
It'll be the winner of Camp and I think it was Barbie. And then Jeff
Qliphort?
Jones playing against. It's going to be Jeff Jones playing against the winner of that. Yeah.
And they're both playing Qliphort,
Probably
right?
Clipperts, yeah.
So 2 Qlipforts in top 4?
We're still.
Or we're still waiting to.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
He's coming back now with a top 4.
A definite top
4, baby.
Qliphort.
All right.
All right. So top 4, we have Alex versus Ben Leverett.
BA rematch, and then Qliphort
against Jeff.
Yeah, Qliphort Shaddolls.
And then.
So we tried to avoid it, but we will have one mirror match, one BA mirror match. It's okay though, man. It's only one. Ben versus Lolly, and they're 2 mildly pretty exciting players.
Yeah.
Okay, we can take.
I think Lolly has about the same tops.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break for you. We'll be back soon with your top 4.
Yeah, man. Make sure you spread that link around, man. Let them know we in the building. It's your boy EE. Peace.
See ya.